As a Scrum Master, what do you do when you get a blocker defect at the end of a sprint, but you have a one more story to work on and you don't have a capacity to pick that? So there could be many such situations where you need to make trade-offs. Now, a simple thing, trade-off means you need to choose something and leave something, or you need to take some discomfort. How do you make trade-off decisions? In a simple word, trade-off decisions are made by making the choices and the consequences of choices visible to the people who can make those kind of decisions. Now, as a Scrum Master, you are not expected to make any decision. You are expected to facilitate decisions. So you can say that I have a situation. Now, who are the people who needs to get involved to find what should we do? How can we have an open interaction about it? So what is the cost of not fixing the defect? What is the cost of not doing the particular user story which you have planned? Which one is higher? Yeah. How it helps your business? If you see the defect is something which is blocking your team and team or blocking your production, and team is busy in creating the improvement in the product, what is the use of that improvement when the current product itself is not serving the customer? So again, it's a context base. Now there is a possibility the blocker is just like we have not put the thing into the production, but it is blocking our testing to move forward. So depending upon the context, we need to bring the right people in the discussion and they need to take a call. Now it is just not the team will decide. The team may not have a clear idea about what is the cost of the blocker, not fixing the blocker this hour. There will be definitely a business interaction, maybe with the help of product owner or maybe beyond that. And we need to interact, exchange the information and decide, because there will be many such situations where decision has to be made because we cannot get everything perfect. So bring the right people and then we move from there. Okay, so we can say that what do I do if my product owner push you to do everything? Now, if that is happening, what will happen as a result? Like, we teach conflict management, and one of the conflict management technique is forcing, where I force you to follow my idea. Yeah. And what is understood is that that's a worse way of resolving conflict if you care for relation. That's the best way of resolving conflict. If I don't care, this team disappears tomorrow, I will hire some other team. This vendor get kicked off tomorrow, I will hire another vendor. Then I can do forcing. So we need to understand, if we are working into a space where we are easily replaceable, the customers will force because they have alternatives available. Yeah. And if we are working in a space where it has to be a partnership, then, and on top of it, if the customer is forcing, the customer is going to lose because people will disappear. There is no shortage of work. Why should I work in a team where my stakeholder don't listen to me? So at the end of it, there will be, you yourself will also disappear. So we need to understand working in the environment. If you realize the environment is itself where people just force, I'm not saying it's not agile or agile, whatever it is, even if it's a non-agile, so-called non-agile environment, that's not a healthy environment, and a good creative productive team will not be there after a while. Now, does it mean the forcing is always a bad idea? There could be some crisis. So when you have a crisis, we need to behave according to the crisis. There could be a situation where the product owner is saying, I don't care if you work 24 hours, 48 hours, you work on the weekend, we must get this done. There could be a situation, I can't explain you right now. There could be a situation where the brainstorming cannot happen. We need to understand if that situation is demanding that, then we just need to do it. But if those kind of situations are coming every day, then who wants to work in a situation where there is always crisis? So it all depends upon what work we are doing, in which culture we are working, and where do we want to work in a long term. So in general, where the environment is forcing oriented, I believe things will not work out after some time, and you need to manage. How do you manage then? You will also create your boundaries. You will find your shortcuts. This guy will force, we don't tell him anything, we just disappear. And after that, we will tell, oh, we could not finish it. So people will take those kind of shortcut. Now, if you are the person in between, you can make the person realize there is nothing going to happen. You keep forcing it. People will disappear on Friday. Until Monday, nothing is going to work. You can keep saying that I want this, I want this, I want this. They will not do it. Yeah, they will never say no to you, but they will not do it. So if you have that situation, you can make it clear so that people don't make assumption. If you are not in that situation, then you understand this thing will not going to survive for very long. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. But I'm sure all of us has been through at some point in time in those kind of environment, and we have learned our lesson and we have taken things forward as well. Yeah.